Nicky Irwin and the DD2 off the back.
And lots are out there racing.
Bray with a good start. Elder slips into second.
Terrible start there by Daniel Connor, but hopefully he's going to make up for that. Big dive by Cox at the front. We've got one out.
Ari Hutton up in the air. It's Rollo Davies up at capture signs. Definitely not the start they wanted there.
So Bray with a pretty healthy lead here.
Oh, Davies.
Does Connor have an issue?
Yeah, Connor's pulled in.
He has pulled in the pit. So Mark Elder in second, got Chris Cox in third.
And your driver, Richie Moore, made up a couple there.
Oh, because a couple went off.
Well, doesn't matter how you make the positions as long as you're going forward.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right.
Look what happened to Daniel. He was off too and now he's in the pits. But Daniel Bray comfortably walking away with this one.
So it wouldn't surprise me if he just builds the sleeves, then he goes into conserve mode.
I think he's in conserve mode already.
And starts to look after the tyres, looks after the engine as well.
Elder battling there with Chris Cox.
So Daniel Bray leads over Mark Elder, Chris Cox. Then we've got Daniel Ryan doing a fantastic job there ahead of Richard Moore, Ari Hutton, Rollo Davies. Then we've got the four of Nicky Irwin. See Nicky Irwin running the DD2 chassis, just the 2 geared. So it's I think he's only running on the Mojo tyre. So he was just doing a bit of practice for the Rotax Max Challenge.
Yeah, he said he's been struggling at the first couple of rounds and just needed some more miles. Nicky's pretty special. He's a paraplegic. He's paralysed from the waist down, so he's driving that kart with hand controls.
And he does an absolute fantastic job. Was an incredible motocross rider, and he had a fortunate accident. So now he's fixed karts, and he's probably one of the best drivers in the wet conditions. You've got unbelievable control with his hands, in the rain, and
I've had some massive battles with Nicky over the years. He's a hard charger. He's always at the pointy end of the field. But Daniel Bray, as we see, just that lead's just growing, and he's in cruise mode at the moment.
He's just rolling through the corners now, not leaning on the tyre. Chris Cox doing a fantastic job there to keep up with Mark Elder. Daniel Ryan, Richard Moore, great shot as they come through the second to last corner, shows the lateral force in the kart. Ari Hutton there, starting to close on Richard Moore.
Has Daniel Bray got a problem? He's slowing out in the lead. I've seen him waving his hands.
He does.
Yes, Daniel Bray has a problem. Elder goes to the lead. Those twins, double trouble. It's out. Daniel Bray and Dan Connor out now.
So that puts new race leader Mark Elder. Fernando Alonso painted helmet. Chris Cox in the Mad Croc kart in second.
I think he's faster than Fernando Alonso at the moment.
And Ari Hutton has got around Richard Moore towards the back there. Unfortunately, guys, our live timing, we're still having troubles with it just at the moment.
Graham Lambert in the 28. He's one of our Masters drivers.
So Chris Cox isn't letting Mark Elder get away here. He'd love it if he can get a heat win here early.
Definitely helps starting off 1 or 2 and 3 for the final. Probably 3 at this kart track's better than being off 2.
Yeah, because obviously the first 2 corners go,
And with Manawatu Toyota, the top corner is so fast. If you hang on around the outside, you get pushed wide. You're in the grass, and at the moment with the rain over the night, the grass is so wet. I think you'd take a ride to the bags. It'd be pretty slippery out there.
It should be slippery on there at the moment with the rain that we had last night. But the sun's just snuck through now, so a bit of temp into the track.
You get a couple of beers in last night, Simon?
No, I was just went to dinner with the cast of presidents and the family and went to bed. As we go into the last lap now, Mark Outer, look at the power of that thing in the straight line. Looking good. Down the long straight now, catch inside and hairpin.
Chris Cox definitely not letting him get away. Chris Cox has got 6 gears to play with. The twin.
I mean, if you are Chris Cox, would you have a go? Would you have a dive? I know it's only heat 1.
Doesn't look like Chris Cox has got. Oh, he does have a dive.
Well done. Saved it to the last lap. And Chris Cox is going to come through and take heat 1 from Mark Elder. Brilliant drive by Daniel Ryan in third in the twin. Ari Hudson.
Richard Moore's looking a bit puffed here, going very slow on the choke.